guys, Horsewear Studios here, back with more Spellweaver. It's Atkst and Frosty.
And today we're doing the opposite of Care Bears. The opposite of Care Bears.
Yeah, Care Bears.
Double negative.
Double negative. So, it's a whole bunch of 2 mana cost creatures. Kind of slang for magic with 2 mana, 2/2s. And utilizing Yeva to draw us a bunch of cards. So we have 3 Sunblessed Priests. It's 2/2 for 2 mana. It has Lifebound. 3 Steel Nor Innkeepers. It's another 2 mana, 2/2. But this one can shuffle cards away, which is really nice because there are quite a few mill decks. Well, I guess there's one mill deck, but quite a few players of it. And he can also stupefy other random creatures and disable their abilities, which is nice to have in other matches. 4 Cavalry Field Captain. It's a 2/2 for 2 mana, but it pumps something when it comes into play, so it's pretty decent. 4 Instill Lives. Returns all our 2-cost or less creatures from our graveyard. Hits non-spirits, which basically are our poor puppies, because they are wolf spirits. We cannot return them. They can only come once. But it can return things like Cavalry Field Captain and Steel Nor Innkeeper, which have excellent abilities. We, of course, have the 2 Silver Fangs. 4 Gurko Tribe Shaman. It's kind of a hedge against removal. If you put it under a creature, then you get him once he comes out. He also is a nice way to pump our Lifebound creatures and things like that. 3 Tidal Waves. Nice little spell. Just gives us a tempo play that replaces itself to just knock out a blocker for a turn. 4 Brother-in-Arms. This is an excellent play if you want to go earlier on Nieva's ability. If you play this, you'll get to draw 2 cards when the second one comes into play. So, it's nice for that. 4 Summoner Druids. He, of course, just allows us to pump out our field rather rapidly, so nice to have. 2 Venerated Unicorn. Destroys a spell. 2 Master Hunters. So a little bit of Valor. It allows us to hit those problematic creatures on the back line. Like if they hide.
Racist. Go on.
If they hide things like Flesh Sculptors, this allows us one method to take it. The other option is always Tidal Wave can knock them to the front line, but it's also nice to have for flyers because you can decide how the creatures are going to enter combat. 2 Life Force Incarnate. Returns 1 creature to your hand when it comes into play. It only triggers once now, but it's still a rather large-bodied creature. It's just nice to have it. Draws a card, essentially. 3 Daogen, Wandering Pilgrim. He's no longer 2 mana. He's still decent enough. He can return Tidal Wave as a spell, normally just drawing a shrine, which is basically still drawing a card, and gives all our lower level creatures Valor 1, which is also excellent for pumping up the team. As for Spell Shrines, we of course have the 4 Trigon of the Pact. And yeah, let's see how this goes in Game 1. Game 1 against Eduardo L. Do we keep this? We're on the draw, so I'm sure we can find a shrine. Famous last words, I know.
Well, let's try it. It's not a bad hand. It's definitely one that I would like to keep. It's just...
Oh, look at that. He even misses.
Dang.
He does know what we have, though. So that he gets at least that.
That's right. Memorize it. Extorts the mind. It's too bad you have to read the mind of 3 people.
Just get a spell. So, Brother-in-Arms. You don't need the Order Shrine yet.
Yet. But it just would have been nice to see it. That's all.
Rage. There we go.
Corruption and Rage.
Makes sense for Cronus.
Lovely combo. That's a quick metabolic overcharger.
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
Mildly, yes.
I mean, hey, we gained some life.
Yeah, it's like he only did 1 damage. That's kind of nice, I guess, at least.
You know, what do we want to do?
Push him away! No.
Honestly, we might want to. Because he shrinks down, and then he has to move it to the front, and then he shrinks down again before it can attack. So it's actually reasonable now.
I was thinking maybe next turn, but yeah.
Well, we can't get a board presence while that's the case.
True.
Ah.
But you can't really get a board presence when he cannonades! But you couldn't succeed yet.
Yeah, so now he'll be a 2-3. You're not helpful. Let's get that tidal wave back. Hi, Daugen.
That assassin has not done a particularly good job. Wow.
Double cannonades.
What chances?
Two beats.
Probably very good.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 cannonades early on. Got rid of a lot of cards on your end. Good thing you had a lot.
Gurko. Yes, excellent. Is that worth it? Or do we just tidal wave? I think we tidal wave this turn.
I actually quite agree with that. Can you even play another summoner druid? Or you can hold on to him.
It's not too many reasons to hold on to him.
But there are reasons.
I mean, there's a third cannonade, but
What are the chances?
I'd expect some number of fire blasts, and at least this is protection against fire blast. Prinha.
Better get your value out of summoner druid.
He just makes a 1/1.
Cavalry field captain.
Summoner
wow.
Druid is kind of the card we didn't want off of that, though.
No, not really.
Should we just double Cavalry Field Captain and
I think it's
swing for 3?
I honestly think it's worth it. Because you also get the card draw, which is what I'm most looking forward to.
Well, that or we waste a Venerated Unicorn, and I'm not sure what kind of spells he could have
Yet.
yet.
Bing. Goodbye, Summoner Druid. Stupid print, huh?
There it is. 4 speed, 3/4.
Whoop, there it is.
It's a slave.
Whoop, there it is. Grappling hook.
Interesting.
Okay. Jacquerie. Jacquerie.
So we move that in front. That attacks there. That attacks there.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
So just so he can't block, go up to 3 like that. Swing like that. Swing like that. Swing into Zakiri. Story!
Interesting.
Because
Yeah.
once you get past the back, we could just jump our guy to the back line.
Yeah.
But I guess dealing with Yukiya, which is probably one of his main cards, was enough for him.
That was actually well played.
And let's see how it goes in Game 2. Game 2 against Wisp. And do we keep this?
I'm gonna say yes, actually. And only because of Trigon of the Pact. Otherwise, I would say, no. Might want a Divine Offering turn 1, though. Just as a precaution.
And against Hermelion, I think Unicorn would be the least likely to be needed.
But we'll find out.
It depends on his other color, but...
Jungle Death Trap.
You can have a Gurko Tribe Shaman. Good old trap lock by the looks of it.
That's what I was thinking. Jungle Death Trap, Jungle Death Trap, Jungle Death Trap, Jungle Death Trap, and still life, and still life. What?
Solemn Prayer.
Solemn Prayer. Hell, let's just throw in a reanimate just cuz.
He plays another one.
Dang, must have had a great hand to keep.
Yeah, especially since he didn't have to tutor for one.
It's 2 Jungle Death Traps, down by 2 Gurko Tribe Shamans. Can I get a 3rd Jungle Death Trap? No, I cannot.
No, you can. He's going to call for it.
We don't know that yet, even though we are
well,
pretty
he can't
sure.
get Daogen anymore, so...
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I was going to say... Oh, crap. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm losing my mind.
Okay, we don't need double tidal wave.
I find it funny that there's a Gurko there.
You'll have to forgive me for this, puppy.
No! You sent him to his death. You monster. Wow.
You're not instilling those away. You are not instilling those. Might not have been correct, but yeah, there's a lot of ways to recur it.
Honestly, the fact that there was 3 of them, I think it
made it pretty worth it to me. Yes.
I mean, we'll see if it bites us later, but for the time being, it seemed like the correct play. And he who strikes first wins. Win! You may as well just forfeit now because you won. Good offense, good defense. Good defense, good offense. But why doesn't one need defense if your offense is so great?
Arrow barrage. That's fine.
Wow.
We're okay with that. 1 beat. I think we win this race so far.
So far, yes. You were able to play out quite a bit, actually.
Okay, we don't need this tidal wave.
Be more than happy to grab one of these and one of these, and then use one of these
and that's
for
just
one
the
of
perfect
that.
one.
That was pretty good.
We drew puppy.
Excellent.
I think we play puppy.
Excellent.
And we grow puppy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, there's an extra point of damage on this guy, but I like having a 3-speed 3/3.
Besides, Puppy can take out powers of evil, which is not something we've seen yet, and probably not going to.
Probably not in this match, no.
Although I'd be very impressed if we did.
Surprise 3rd color. Daogen of his own. Hiding Daogen. Don't think that's going to get you far enough.
Probably not.
And a jungle death trap.
The fourth one.
With a Valor. Well, it could have been one of the three we shuffled back.
It could have been, but it's still a fourth one.
Oh, and he's going to move in frontwards. Huh?
Well, we can always...
Yeah, Tidal Wave, your blocker. And then we Cavalry Field.
Bing.
And Sunblast Priest pump himself. Or herself.
Nice.
Cavalry Field doesn't get him any faster, unfortunately. 4 is as high as it goes. But he could at least trade for something.
Unless he breaks the sound barrier. And just becomes double taps. Double strike. Going past 4 speed gives you creatures double strike.
It'd be funny if they just added the 5th. Just make it bigger. Like it's broken through the limitations.
That'd be mildly amusing.
So he's played a bunch of threats.
Played a bunch of threats. Only has 3 more cards left in hand.
We could instill back a Cavalry Field. But does that really get us anywhere with 2 4-speed blockers? Not really. But we can't attack any of his other things without the buff, so I think we'll go for it. Because getting back a Gurko does get us a counter on something. So we'll put the emblem on that. And we'll pump this guy.
Now everyone's pumped. Looking pretty solid so far. When Will decide to trade his 2 speedy guys. I understand why. But it's not going to look good for you next turn. Unless you pull something out of your rump.
I mean, we could tie him up with 3-speed threats.
But he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that. Or we could pump ours. The unicorn's just a generic 2-speed, though. Or 3-speed.
And has no pupils. It still bothers me to this day.
He's got a spiral horn, though.
Don't really care about the horn. It's the eyes.
To pierce the heavens.
It's not a drill.
Victory!
Hey! And you also reach Grandmaster.
Apparently.
Sidebar.
This was enough to put us over the 1250.
Hey!
Woo! Achievements. And let's see how it goes in Game 3.
Don't know why you're the Grandmaster already.
Game 3 against Regs.
So far you're 2 for 2, keeping semi-sketchy hands. This
We'll
one
keep it.
should have draw again.
Because it's just too safe.
It's way too safe. Way too safe. You've got Shrine for days.
Oh, don't worry.
Well,
We missed the Divine Offering with a Shrine.
that's your own fault.
I was hoping for the split. You know how it is.
I will admit that would have been hilarious if you got it right there. Do it, do it, do it. You already missed once, you won't miss the second
Nah.
time. Do it! Oh my goodness. Such a passive
You know that
approach.
isn't true. It's not how Divine Offering works. For all we know, all the shrines could be on the bottom of the library.
Well, what have you been
Except
offering?
in the bottom 5, because we just put 5 non-shrines down there.
I think the problem is what you're offering.
Offering a shrine for a shrine.
And next time, try offering like a Master Hunter.
So that's not a way to pump, but we can just hide that away. So we don't have to think about it.
Is it worth it though?
Yeah, we can do it again next turn.
Okay.
Cavalry field captain would have been great, but
Yeah, yeah.
and a blue. Interesting.
White, 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 blue. Moves up, can't attack because it came from the back line, from the support line, from the rear hind,
Gonna gain a bunch of life.
the vanguard. Ah. Cavalry field captain. Nope. Summoner druid instead. Bring out Diogen.
2-3 of our own.
That works.
I want another tidal wave. Why not? Could get a shrine, but
It's probably fine. Don't need another shrine. I mean, you do, just
arrow brush.
boo. Goodbye, Jogan. Goodbye, some blessed priest. Hello, nurse.
Go, Diogen. This time we'll get a shrine. And a priest. And we'll tidal wave that.
Push. Not 100% sure what the enemy's playing yet, because
I mean, he's got a bunch of order levels, and there was a word of grace.
that's true. There was the word of grace. I never thought about that.
So it could be some weird one-turn heal. I feel like he'd be more aggressive and just building up either levels. Oh, there we go. There's a thing.
That is a thing. Probably gonna go up some hills.
Probably. Maybe speed.
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 It's
Come
got the
on,
need
cavalry
for
field
speed.
captain. Not very lucky with those. Luckily, we don't have to deal with him.
Hello, Master Hunter.
Got him back down to 20.
Well, we're up by 7. I was gonna say we're up by 27, but that would be incorrect.
We did just one that way.
We are up to 27.
Yes.
However, we are not up.
Otherwise known as Barbara.
Yes.
I'd be amazed if anyone got that joke.
I just sometimes it's easier to agree with rather than want an explanation.
He's going back up to his 3rd level. And an angel.
Of death.
I wouldn't call it Angel of Death.
It's an angel.
I mean, it is death if we attack with 3 creatures, I suppose. Now, what will Gomer be this time? Speed again, huh? Speed again. Come on, pump.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Which one of those would you rather keep?
I'd probably want to keep Gomer if I had at least another shrine or something in hand.
Looks like he's choosing to keep Gomer.
Yeah. It's probably the play I would have made too. And enter. Now let's see what Regs will do.
He's got more expensive order things. More angels.
I want to say more angels and stuff. I don't think this is a
He did
one-turn
use
field
the Celestial Prophecy, so it might be an angels list.
that had a really slow start, unfortunately. Probably didn't get the draws.
It's a 4/4 angel. Not super threatening.
But it's
And-
an angel of death.
It'll be interesting what he chooses for Gomer. He could get in for 5 here, but then he'd probably have to go for health. Well, even that won't necessarily save him. He is going for the attack, which means he can't hide it. Not that he can actually hide anything, because we have the Master Hunter. Just going for speed, huh? That's really bad for you. Because here's a puppy, and while puppy doesn't have deadly against creatures of order,
It
he
does
will give this
provide
counter here,
valor.
and that's gonna hurt.
But why does Puppy give valor? Because Diogen is
Yeah.
out on the field.
We have our nice wandering pilgrim over here.
Pilgrim.
Select a target. We're gonna go with none,
Are you sure? Yes.
and we will pump puppy. He deserves it. Shuffle Diogen away, because we can't return him with this in still life.
That is quite the board state.
Yeah, I don't see order getting through this.
One turn heal somehow. With only
four
4
mana
levels,
and-
4 mana, and 4 cards.
Yeah, that's only gonna gain you 12 life.
Would be legit impressed though. Somehow. Did some pseudo magic to make it work. But I don't think you can.
Oh, gain 6 of it.
I think they're just desperate for life now.
Well, if you can survive a turn. It's always that.
Yep. I don't think it'll matter though.
And a Holy
Ooh.
Radiance. Yeah, that's not a threat.
No, not really.
Let's just tell him that now. Goodbye.
And there's a resign.
Beats.
Maybe. No resign.
No resign.
Gotta give respect to that.
I kind of just want to hold these cavalry field captains for if we need to deal with any kind of angels. Because even if he plays an Antrail, we could double pump up our 5/5 Sunblast Priest and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And unless he has the other 3 Holy Radiances, we're not too afraid of those. Though I guess double clears a bit of our board. There is the Antrail.
Not even worried.
Actually, it's better to double buff Master Hunter,
Just take it out.
because he doesn't even get the life from that.
Range speed, can hit back line. Take her out, and then the rest. Take the enemy hero out.
Victory!
3 for 3.
3 for 3. Nice.
Care Bears.
It's Care Bears. And they weren't really caring because we kind of beat down in all 3 games.
That's how you show love.
It's tough love.
Exactly.
And with that, we'll see y'all next time.